This is a work in progress, but I am here for one thing today. I was not going to come on yet and show my deck. Look, we got a gazebo. We'll talk about it another date. Today I've got to do one thing really quick. Is I have to show you my tomatoes because I was planning on picking them and Gary was going, wow, do you see what you've got? And it was like, no. So here I am today going to show you the tomatoes on the deck before I pick any of them yet. I can't tell you too much about them, but let's look at this. Like I said, don't look at my mess I'm actually working on here. I've got new projects, new ideas that I think some of you are going to go wow about. This is a patio tomato. I picked it up at a nursery I went to. This is all it says. It says full sun, keep well watered, space 24 inches. It matures in 70 days. I haven't even had it that long. And the fruit will be 3 to 4 ounces. And use a fertilizer, which I have not fertilized, but it did have a little bit from the potting soil, but then of course I fill my containers. It is a hybrid. And I was trying to figure out what type, because there's Tiny Tim and all these different types, and it's definitely not Tiny Tim. So what you can see here is a small, compact tomato plant. Now this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's more inside. 5. Okay, so this one's got about 5, maybe 6. Oh, 6. There's 6 tomatoes on it. Look at the size of this. And it's already soft, so we're going to have to pick this and eat it. I wasn't wowed. I mean, I looked at this tiny little plant, and Gary's going, wow. And I guess he's right. So this little one's got 6. I mean, am I going to do cuttings off of this? If I tried to grow that from seed, I will not get the same. It's a hybrid. But if I do cuttings off of it, I will. And do I want a little tiny tomato plant? I mean, look, it's in a little pot. And this is just here to layer. I layer everything. We're going to have to talk about layering. Now let's walk over to the second one because I bought 2 of them. And I don't know why, but I did. This one's got at least 11 tomatoes. This is the one that Gary went wild over. That one over there. And then he walked over here and he said, do you see I'm still developing more tomatoes? Look at this. More tomatoes. This one's got 11 tomatoes on it. Look at the size of them. It's so big, it's falling over. I had to prop it up with a cup. They're packed in there. They're just packed. And they're big tomatoes. These will be ready in a couple days. Now this is growing in the dishpan. I love these dishpans. I'm setting up more and wait till you see how I'm doing them because I've got so many ideas. What? No holes? Yeah, you'd be surprised. Anyways, coming back, let's just go do tomatoes today. I've got the flowers growing in here that I bought just for looks for myself. There's nothing in here. This is just sitting here. It's layered. And then this is parsley growing. And then, of course, the tomatoes, there's another one because it's attached. So I put a little piece of cardboard there. So this way, you know, nothing will get to it. It keeps it a little cleaner. But this one's got 11 tomatoes. Same tomato plant, and it is the same hybrid. So if you're looking for something that you want to grow in a patio, a deck, a terrace, a balcony, like I'm on a balcony, you know, you can grow it in a small container. That is a small dishpan container. It's not that big. It's 4.5 gallons, if that, which means this would grow terrific in a 5-gallon. But then that one is in a little pot doing the same thing. And that one I got afterwards. I got this one first, and then I went back and they had another little kind of one sitting around. Didn't look that great, so I bought it anyways because I found out they're kind of sometimes hard to find. And I paid like $4 for it. I mean, I'm going to get more than $4 worth of tomatoes, but I was just waiting, and I thought it was smaller when I got it, and that's about the size it gets. This one's about 1 foot tall, give or take. And that's it. So I wanted to kind of do an update on the tiniest tomato plant I have ever seen growing full-size tomatoes. They're not big ones. They're like early girls, you know. They're good. Like I said, they're good size. It says 3 to 4 ounces. Oh, yeah. And it's just amazing. I guess it is amazing. Like I said, Gary was the one that got all excited about it. Do you see how many tomatoes are on there? Kitty, she just woke up. Did you see how many tomatoes are on that? Look at how many tomatoes are on this thing. Yeah, I am amazed. So this is a really good one. This is the Patio hybrid. And this one can grow in a small container. It's quite happy. This one does have potting soil in it. It's got a mix of some from Aldi's and Miracle Grow, but I've loaded the whole inside with shredded paper, toilet paper rolls, any leaves I can find. And the same thing with that. Built the pot the same exact way. And it's doing really good. I'm not going to do a deck tour because, as you can see, my deck right now is just, all I'm doing is planting. I got this up the other day, and I actually did it on the members because it was boring. It was just me doing it. But, you know, I now have a two system on here. We'll get into that when I do the deck garden, how the two system is set up. This doesn't have to be there. It was just there. This is here just to kind of hold the zucchini I put here. And the tool is there, so maybe it would deter anything. Right? She says right. All right, so that is what's going on with tomatoes. And if you are looking for a tomato plant that will grow big tomatoes, good-sized tomatoes, with no space in a little pot, that is the tomato for you. With that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. It's so small. It's really compact. Yes, the only way I'm going to ever get this to grow, another plant, would be to find a nice branch. See, here's one coming up, a new one. You would cut that down there. I'd like a little more size on that. Then you'd cut it and you'd put that in water and root it, like I've been doing a lot of tomatoes. I bought some 100s and I've been cutting them and I've been rooting them and growing all kinds of new tomato plants from the tomato plant that I bought. So I would have to do that, especially with this because it is a developed hybrid. They made it, didn't they, Kitty? So that's it. Get yourself a patio tomato if you're looking to grow something in a really small container, in a really small space. Okay, Gary's gonna pick his tomato. That's what he wanted. There we go. Look at that. Oh, look, it's got a point. I didn't see that. It was on the other side. Turn it a little. Isn't that interesting? What do you think? You don't eat tomatoes. Nope. She just wants to see it. Don't let her grab it, because knowing her, she'd run off with it. All right, so you got a tomato. We'll use it for dinner.
Yeah.
That's good. All right, just say goodbye, because we've already done the eat what you grow.
Okay, goodbye.
What a beautiful view. Look at that. And blue sky. Yeah, she thinks she got something for her. Juicy. Want to try one? Oh my gosh, they're sweet. They are sweet.
Yeah, that's a good tomato.
Oh wow. What a good tomato.